As you guys know, I love to bring new watches to the channel on a regular basis, and today I have a new Microbrand to show you guys. It is a French Microbrand who are assembling their watches in France. This is a different take on a pilot's watch. I have a beautiful emerald green dial version to show you guys. So let's flip the camera and take a look at radial watches. And here it is. This is the Atmos from Radial watches. I don't believe they've come out with any other watches. I think this is their first watch, and I have to say it is a really nice watch for a first attempt. It's assembled in France and it gets a Sellita SW200 inside. This is the green dial version. It is a sunray dial and there are applied indices. So the indices that are applied are the primary indices, so 12, 9, 3, and the 6 o'clock. Even though you have a date at the 6 o'clock, it is a full index. And then you have a 12-hour dial. All the other indices are painted on the dial in lume. So all of the numerals that you see, those are in lume. And then, of course, those little batons at each one of the non-primary indices. You also get lume on the 12 o'clock index. So just the 3, 6, and 9, those are not lumed. You also get a beautiful handset on here. The handset are lumed. You have a segmented hand for the minutes, and then you have a cigarette-shaped seconds hand. So it is silver towards the center, or closest to the hand stack, and then it is yellow. Against that green background, it really does work very well. You have a sapphire crystal. The dial is separated into two portions. There's that center portion where you have the logo. It says Radial, and then it says Atmos, which is the name of this watch. And right below it, there's a number. I believe that has something to do with flight and air pressure. Atmos is, I believe, atmosphere, so I think that's what this is. But if I'm wrong, I will put something down in the description. I couldn't find anything about that on their website. The sunburst effect is really noticeable, especially when you move it around. Very, very nice dial. And then you have a bezel on here that is kind of different. So it's a two-piece bezel. There is a polished portion that is completely sloped down, and then flat against the case is a coin edge. So I haven't seen that before, and it is a two-piece bezel, so I'm sure that is a little bit difficult to do, and I really like the effect here. The case itself has a really nice line of polish that goes all the way down the sides of each side of the case. You have crown guards, a screwed-in crown, and 200 meters of water resistance, which is something that you don't normally find on a pilot's watch. This is a 39 millimeter watch. I measured it spot on at 39 millimeters. You have an around 11 millimeter thickness. You have a 46 millimeter lug to lug. It's actually 45.9 millimeters is what I measured. It is a true lug to lug because you do have female end links. You have a solid case back, a very solid bracelet. The only thing I would say is there is no on-the-fly micro adjust, and you do have a pretty small clasp on here. I would like to see some on-the-fly micro adjust on this watch. I think it would definitely benefit from that. And you only have two positions of manual micro adjust. So that is something to definitely keep in mind if you are trying to size this to your wrist. But you do have a solid bracelet on here. It is a 3-link bracelet, very nicely finished. And like I said, the fitment to the case is really nice as well. And you can see how thin it is, 11 millimeters thin. That is pretty good for a 200 meter pilot's watch. On my wrist today, I have one of Timex's latest releases. This is their collaboration with NASA. This is the digital version. They came out with a couple of different versions. This one is the orange digital version, and it looks fantastic. I really like this watch. Very affordable, only about $75. And there is the Radial Atmos on my 7.5 inch wrist. You can see very thin to the wrist. It wears really nice. It doesn't look like a pilot's watch. It almost looks like an everyday watch, but you get a little bit of that in the bezel and of course the dial. Obviously that is a pilot's design, but everything here looks like a dressy watch, but you're getting 200 meters of water resistance. It's really nicely made, very nicely finished as well. The case is beautifully brushed and you have that line of polish. It's a really nice watch for the money, and I will talk about price in just a few minutes, but this does get pretty good lume, so let's check out the lume and we'll talk about price. Well, there you go, lume, pretty bright on here. You have lume on most of the indices, just the 9, 3, and 6. Those are not lume, but everything else is lumed, and the hands are very liberally applied with lume. There is no lume on the second hand. I like to see a little bit of lume on the second hand, but that, again, is my personal preference. Price on this is around $877. It is on the more expensive side, but you are getting a Sellita SW200 inside, a Swiss-made movement, and this is assembled in France. Really good looking watch, very different looking pilot's watch, not something that you see every day. Just little things make it look a little bit different from all the other standard pilot's watches that you're seeing, and I kind of like that. Just a good looking watch. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section below. I will add a link to this watch down in the description. Definitely check it out if you are interested. And that's really it, guys. Thank you for logging on. Thank you for watching this video. I will catch you guys in the next video.